What up, dope fam? It's your homie Grand, and believe it or not, this is probably my 10th time I did this. I kept saying, "What up, dope homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tips." Then I did another. "What up, dope fam? It's your homie Grand." Then I did another. "What up, dope homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tips." But that just goes to show you that I'm a fruit basket. I just want to show y'all something that I built. This is all 3D boxes of all my products. Actually, this is not even all the products, but I just made some 3D boxes to show you all the reflection on the floor. It's banging. That's some tutorials I'm going to be doing. My last video that I posted, fam, was about it was my son making beats, promoting hip hop in session. Matter of fact, this right here. No, that's off sale. That's not available at that price. Sorry. But anyway, it was this here. Anyway. I'm gonna show you how to do a tutorial showing y'all how to put together something like that. Now that's some really intense editing. I'm sure you guys checked it out. And I really wanted to, put a lot of emphasis on the, the graphic art and everything like that. Anyway, fam, y'all wonder what you lagging? What you want? Well, I'm here to teach y'all another thing here. And in particular, look, I want y'all to see this right here, say Summer Jam. Here, let's zoom in. See that Summer Jam? That's a flyer. Oh, by the way, I got some new tutorials coming out, so make sure y'all check them out. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll let y'all know, when it's released. But anyway, this was a flyer that was produced for the 4th of July. Anyway, that's a 3D. I showed y'all my last Photoshop tutorial, how to do, pretty much, cartoon looking, fonts, wording, and by using Photoshop. We're going to do 2 more. This right here, I don't know if you can see this. See the ones that was made in After Effects. 𝗃, that was made in After Effects. This 3D here, the 3D words here, these were all made in After Effects. That's Summer Jam. That's the After Effects. And sometimes we use Photoshop, like for example, sometimes we use Photoshop for the EQ there, man, the EQ there. And sometimes I like to use After Effects. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we're going to put together fonts from After Effects. So here we're just going to make a standard 4x75. It's just going to be like just a mixtape cover. So it's going to be a square. And what I'm going to do, this should be 300. I'm going to go ahead and make this for a friend of mine, and there's going to be like a microphone and some cool stuff. But this is going to be just a quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how to do the text using After Effects, right? Now, before we get to that, I'm going to start developing, or should I say putting in the elements of what I want for my friend Flex. Oh, sorry. Too many plugins. Sit down, boy. And I gotta give a couple shout outs, but we're gonna take care of this first. So so before we go to After Effects, y'all, we're gonna pull up some elements. So let me pause this for a minute. I'm gonna pull up a lot of kind of still elements, because I kind of want the still stuff happening. So let's see, still plate. Oh, sorry, here. And y'all gotta excuse me, because I'm not this is not scripted out. This is not scripted out, fam. So I'm kind of all over the place, but it's beneficial reasons why I like to do non-scripted tutorials. And one of the reasons why is because you can run into problems by doing it like this, and it's good to see the solutions of the problem that we may run into. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we're going to do it like that. So we're going to take this still here, copy that, and let's just paste it. Okay, cool. And I like the size of it, and we're going to shrink it down. Now we're going to make this kind of look like tough, grungy. That's going to be the vibe there. Matter of fact, this might need to be maybe a little smaller. We want to make these a little smaller, and then we're going to kind of double them up, stack them up, because I really want the small textures, not me. And what we're going to do here, I'm going to fade these edges. We're going to erase the edges a little bit. so it can semi-blend. Okay, let's merge it together. We're not gonna worry about, see how the plate is oh, sorry about that. Oops, see, here, just merge, hold Control E, merge them together. What's happening here? No merge? There we go. All right, and then let's make another copy. And now we're going to, you notice how, you see how it's faded? We ain't going to worry about that because we actually going to do some, you know, some correcting on there. And I'm sweating. It's hot. We in Detroit. The D. It's crazy. Everybody shooting each other. What's going on, man? Got to calm down and, you know, why we all just can't get along. Where's Rodney King? Okay, right here. All right, and actually, even though this is a tutorial specifically for fonts, I'm kind of still going to almost kind of just make this like a mixtape tutorial. And the reason why is because let's try to line that up the way it's lined up. Okay, because you know I want to do a few things, you know, show a little bit of skill or whatever to people that you know, don't want to go over there and over at todaysbeats.com/Photoshop/ / that's shameless plug. But if you don't want to go over there and pick up the advanced expert edition, I'll show you some things how we're going to do here. Okay, so we got the steel plate happening here. Now we're going to start building on some other elements, like for example, let's go over here to images and still a microphone. So we'll type vintage mic. No, not vintage Michigan. Vintage mic, bro. Okay, and I'm looking for something like that, typical. But again, if you watch my other tutorials, you know we like to use larger images. So we're going to go to our size and just go anything above 1024, cool. And something that have a lot of movement in it, and it's kind of this here. I kind of like it's a lot of, oh, no, that look like a drawing. Oh, that's a pretty good drawing, ain't it? Look at that. Okay, maybe this. I just want to find something with a lot of activity in it. So maybe this here. So you got a lot of shadows, and I like that. A lot of the shadows and things like that. So let's steal this here. And let's paste that. There you go. Join the party. Shut up. Just join in. All right, and then we're going to adjust some levels. And actually, I just recently learned from a After Effects expert that you should use curves as opposed to levels. But I don't know, for some reason, I really like what levels do to the images. All right, so let's chop off a little excess here, and let's use our little wand here. All right, that's the tolerance is too high, so let's drop it to 22. And that looks pretty clean. We're going ahead and snatch this, delete, and then I'll just go ahead and chop this off at the end manually by hand. And we ain't gonna get into all of the crazy stuff, but that's kind of cool. Now we ain't gonna worry about the color. We're gonna actually change the color. And you see that little no? We ain't gonna worry about that. No, we're gonna come back to that drama and madness. All right. Why is everything madness, Grant Tizzle? Cause everything is madness. Everything is madness. Okay, there's a few elements that I probably want to add to this. Maybe some speakers, but I want it rugged. You know what I mean? So let's see speaker monitors, but I'll say concert because we want it to look you know, big and exaggerated and dirty. And concert speakers is kind of usually dirty. Well, you know what I mean. Just look rugged. Let's go to search tools and scale, and then let's make sure we get a nice high definition version. And let's see here. And some of this stuff will probably speed up, so I won't waste any time. It's already going to be long and drawn out tutorial. So I'm gonna try to keep it brief, but you know, when you're learning and when you're training, you know, you can only go so fast. You don't want to fly through things, you miss things. So anyway, So we're going to do the levels here so we can adjust the contrast on that a little. Bring up some highs, pop some blacks. And I'm sweating a whole lot. So I'm going to probably pause this and go get the fan, cut on the fan for a minute, cool off, then come back. All right, so I'm going to hold Control X to cut that. Then I'm going to paste it so we can have these on different layers. All right. Okay, cool. Y'all be like, Grand Tizzle, man, what is about to pop off over here, man, right now, man? Okay, so this is going to act as the background, and we're going to figure all these other things out in a second. But let's shrink these speakers here. No, we're not going to shrink these speakers yet. Let me get my mind right real quick and see what else I'm going to add to this. Maybe a record, something, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we back, and apparently you see a lot of different things going on here. T, why did you leave us out, bro? Cause, man, did y'all really want to sit through and watch me do all that, man? Really? It was a few elements. Oh, let me just show y'all what I plucked out. I got them all from Google Images, y'all. Listen, I got them from Google Images, okay? Google Images, bro. All right, I think I might actually change this mic to this one here. This might be more appropriate for what I'm trying to do. So let's do this. Let's go in there and adjust some levels, fam. All right, so we're going to, oh, y'all probably hear the fan in the background too, man. It's 92 degrees outside, homie. It's real out here, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this up. We're going to go ahead and chop this out. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to hold Control X, cut it out. Control V, paste it back. And we're going ahead and delete that layer. And we're going ahead and move that one out the way. And then we're going ahead and do the little thing. Then we're going ahead and hit the little thing right here. And that's wrong. So let's go ahead and back down here and hit that. And then we're going to hit that. And then we're going to zoom in, make sure everything is clean and kosher. Then we're going to hit delete. Bam. And now we got that all by itself. And we're going to do that. Then boom. We got that by itself. Now somebody was telling me that it's a quicker and faster way of doing that. And we ain't going to worry about them lines, right? Because we're going to make them lines disappear later on in the game. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. Then we're going to go ahead and zoom back in. Now, something I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing my... Why am I not seeing that, man? You know, when you select these, you're supposed to see your things. Not your thing, your things. There's one. You see that? Oh, there's another one. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, there they go. I should change the color, maybe. All right, so we're going to blow this up a tidget, because that's going to be the primary thing of what's happening. And it looked like, you know what? I'm going to chop this. Yeah. This. What, T? You know what? Let's do this, y'all. Let's go in here and we're going to chop this, right? Let's go ahead and kind of chop this. We're going to leave the base. But I'm seeing something. What you see, T? I don't know yet. So let's, we're going to copy and paste this time, right? And what we're going to do is let's distort it. Let's distort it. Let's see. Let's do a perspective. Yeah. Yeah, and let's shrink this. Let's shrink this. And it's not 100% giving me what I'm trying to do, but I kind of want it to be exaggerated, right? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Hold a bigger mic. Nah, man, we hold big things. That didn't sound right. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish this up. Don't put too much thought to that. And then let's now, because I blew that up, and that's the reason why I like to use big images. Because I blew that up, it was already a small image to begin with. But now we're losing a little bit of detail. So I'm going to go in there and sharpen her back up just a tidget. And we're probably going to use Topaz Labs. But just for now, we'll just do a little of that. Okay, now let's kind of start putting the elements in order, in an orderly fashion. Now, I got a few of these things. For example, these music notes, I'm going to actually make those 3D as well. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. We're going to use After Effects. Now, if you don't have After Effects, well, I could say that there's a numerous amount of ways you can get it. Now, try to read between the lines here, because I am in a public. But I'm gonna say it again. There's a variety of ways that you can get it. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I can read the comments, and some people in the comment box might can tell you a little on how you get your hands on it. But I'm gonna tell you there's more than one way you can get it. But one of the legitimate ways of getting it is to rent it. I think it's $20 a month. It's $20 a month. You know what I mean? There's some type of workaround. I don't know. Don't get me caught up in talking all that crazy stuff. But anyway, also Video Copilot is one of the primary plugins that I use for that. So if you do have After Effects, so you are able to get your hands on After Effects, you're also going to have to be able to get your hands on Video Copilot. Video Copilot, I think when I bought it, it was $99, I think, or $129, something in that ballpark. But it was 1,000% worth every penny, because not only do I use it and my graphic, I use it in my video work, but I also use it in my graphic work. For example, this is graphic art. Also this, I made 3D boxes for my product, you know what I'm saying, and I'm able to like put them on floors and do a reflection, and this is still saved, so I can actually move my camera around and actually create a video of this, so that's a good look. So if I wanted to do a commercial and a product release or something like that, I can I can still use it for still images, and I can also use it for for promotional video images. So it's 1,000% worth the investment. You're gonna get your money back quadruple times. So don't trip on that, And we just can't be we can't be a people of some things you just have to invest in, and you got to do it, fam. I can't overemphasize that. Like, you're losing in life when you don't invest in things that's going to move you forward. You know what I'm saying? Invest in things that's going to move you forward. I mean, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to explain it. As a matter of fact, I tell you what. Make sure, watch a video that I got. Let me pause. I'm going to pull this video up. Make sure y'all watch this video called The Gift. Hold on. Right here, fam. It's called The Gift. And it was a promotional campaign that I was running at the time. Now, unfortunately, I apologize if you missed it. Maybe next year you can catch a super crazy, super deal like that. But whatever price that I have on the product, or whatever the case may be, it's going to pay for itself for you. More education, more knowledge, the more money you can make, period, hands down, without a questions asked. But I want y'all to watch this video, because this video talks a lot about missing out on opportunities, and just watch the video. That's a whole totally different tutorial, and we ain't gonna get into that right now. Just watch that video. So anyway, so I'm gonna turn this into 3D. Let's lay out these speakers. Now, some of these things is already 3D here, because I wanted this tape. Now, this tape is gold, so let's go ahead and crop this out. Now, what I'm gonna have to do right here is go ahead and do something like that. Now, I hit a little box, so I got to 66 it, and now I can get more, and then we're going ahead and hit delete. Okay, cool. 66 it, do the middle, and then do the middle of that, and now I got me a gold tape. Sweet as bear meat. Okay, now that I got that, let's go ahead and shrink this down. Now, it's all gonna come together, and it's all gonna make sense later on, fam. All right, so don't trip. You know what I mean? Just be patient. Oh, let's move Designer Candies. Anyway, that's a promotional plug for whoever that is. So shout out to Designer Candies. Thank you for letting me borrow this picture. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to some other madness. Yeah, let's go ahead and slide that like right there, right? And maybe we can make another one. Let's pull another one, and maybe we'll flip it upside down, boom, and we'll throw it up there somewhere and shrink it. And did y'all hear me smack? Dog. Okay, and then we put the blur on it, and then we're gonna put the motion blur on it. Yeah, there you go. Right, that's, you know what I'm saying? Now we get it popping off. Okay, and then maybe we could put this one in the background, and you know what I mean? And people be like, boy, you got a lot going on, but you really don't. Okay, and let's take these and tilt these, make them lean back like, what's my man name? Fat Joe. Make them lean back, right? See? It's just that simple. Now we can shrink them. Here, let's move these on the same level and select both, and we'll shrink these puppies down. And because we want the microphone. We want the microphone to be more dominant. All right. Now we're gonna put these in the asymmetric, you know, view or whatever you want to call it or whatever. Okay. And then here, let's take this here. Let's take this boy, put him on the top, and let's use our little remover. Okay, that's too much tolerance, so let's take it to 11. We only want the white. That's it, just the white. Look like it's still cutting in. All right, so sometimes when it cuts in like that, I just go in here first and make that white a part of this. So I'll go ahead and just go around it so that when I use my magic tool, and somebody just inboxed me like, T, you know, you can there's a way that you can get around it. So I give you that shout out, but I forget what you told me to do. So, and I appreciate, you know, you don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grandkids are just teaching you what I know. But there's other information out there. You know, people know a lot of things. So take advice from everybody, homies. Okay, and then we're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna delete that, and then that, and then that. And then we're going to go in here with our wire and just go ahead and just chop off all that bottom without giving it too much emphasis. Okay. Oops. See, this is the type of stuff I like to fast forward because it's just like time wasters. But, you know, it's just one of them things, okay? Because it's cool to see it get built from scratch, all right? All right. And this is just, you know, honestly, this is actually a mixtape tutorial. But this one is not as in-depth as the ones that I actually have going on over at today'sbeats.com/Photoshop. Now, I got some tutorials over there that's much more in-depth, much more dynamic. You know, you really get the golden nuggets over there. And it's just one of those situations where, you know, on YouTube, I just don't have the time to break it down like that. The sessions is more than, I think it's more than 10 hours worth of sessions over there. It's flyer tutorials, it's, you know, Photoshop flyers, it's images, it's all kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of just put these like different places all over the place. Put them in the background, things like that. It's all going to make sense later, so don't trip on me right now. Now, we got to leave space for the words. The words is going to be right here, dead smack in the middle. And we're going to put like I call it a pre-comp. Now, this is called Flex Your Skills. All right. So the still look is going to be image appropriate for this because my friend's company is called 𝗃 𝐿 Entertainment. And what it is it's an open mic. And what happens is this is a place. Now, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown, a story about what 𝗃 𝐿 is. 𝗃 𝐿 was created before. I don't know if any of you guys is familiar. I know everybody know Eminem, but y'all know Eminem and Proof. Now, Proof used to have a place called Hip Hop Shop, but this was after we produced 𝗃 𝐿's showcase. And basically, all it is if you're unknown, you showcase your skills at C-Note Lounge, 𝗃 𝐿. That's in the movie 8 Mile. If you don't know, you know, 𝗃 𝐿 is on 7 Mile. The movie 8 Mile was based off of the whole entire 𝗃 𝐿. That's what, you know, Eminem would go, and he would go to these open mics, and well, that was us. We created we created open mic, and I'm gonna tell you where we got it from. There was never open mic in Detroit. They was holding open mics in California. They were holding open mics in New York, but it never was one in Detroit. And we didn't know that it existed until we went out in California and we was with AMG and DJ Quick and, you know, Second to None and all the old heads, Battle Cat and all them. And you know, they took us out and took us shopping, and they took us out on the town, showed us what it was, and AMG took us to a place. We went to Prince Club down there. It was kind of fun. But make a long story short, he was like, "Oh yeah, there's a place." And matter of fact, we met Mobb Deep before they became famous. We met Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep was down there. They was doing open mic. He was like, "You ever heard of Mobb Deep?" And I was like, "Nah." Yeah, they was doing an open mic. So open mic was a place, of course, where you would go to flex your skills. So that's where 𝗃 𝐿 came from. It came from the idea of like, okay, we need to do something like that in Detroit. So when we got back from California, we came to Detroit. It was like, we're gonna do a open mic night. So 𝗃𝐿𝐶𝑠 was an open mic situation. Okay, so this is how the font is going to pretty much be. You'll be able to see the fist in the back. Now, right now, the sizing and things like that is slightly off. It's going to be a little better. As a matter of fact, I might want to, maybe, I'm not sure, I might want to find a better font. Because we want a dynamic, strong font. Something with edges and things like that. But that's not clean to me. But it may be okay when we take it over to... it might be okay when we take it over to After Effects. So just bear with me, family lamb, and I'm gonna see if I can get this thing popping. Serpentine, maybe that's a good one. Let's see. That might actually be better. Now, Serpentine font is the font that I use for hip hop and sessions, so it's always a good one. I like that. It got strength, but it also has class. And yes, fonts do have personalities. For example, that got a sassy little personality. That got a strong personality. This one got a country time. That one got a handwriting personality. So fonts do have personalities, and the personality of or the energy that you want to portray in your images, you got to make sure you pick the right font to do, you know what I'm saying, project the message that you're trying to get across. All right, it's very important. We'll come back and talk about that. This is called typography. It's typography, and it's very serious, and you really need to train yourself in that. I have extensive training in that, but it's an art. It's truly an art. And the more you know about it, about balances and weights of text and things like that, and once you use one type of font, it's not good to change up, different other type of fonts, things like that. So that information is very important, very vital, y'all. I think what we might do with this flex is probably have it a little bigger than skills, because we want that. It's like muscular. All right, so we're going to stick with this. This is going to be what we're going to work with. Now what we're going to do is go over here to After Effects and create that font in 3D. So let's first create a composition. Hit OK. And take the cap lock off. Now we're going to create, first we're going to create a solid. And what we do with the solid is basically put the 3D elements or the plugin. We put the plugins. Normally you put the plugins on the solid. So I create a blank solid, and I go to Effect, then we go down to Video Copilot, and then we go to Element. That's Element 3D. And now to get this effect to work, okay, so I'm waiting on it to load up. But to get this effect to work, you actually got to type in what you want. So let's go ahead and right click and hit New, and then we'll go to Text. And now we're going to create the font, Flex. And what we're going to do here is, actually it's 𝗃𝐿𝐶𝑠, but we're just going to concentrate on just that. Now that actually look, I kind of like the chunk 5 there, because that kind of looked like but I don't know. We'll see, because I actually like this flex 5 here. Let's do some minor adjustments. I'm gonna bring them a little closer in together. Okay, not too close, because we want to be able to work with some bevels and things like that. All right. So now that we got our font created, let's go ahead and hide our font and select 3D. Select the layer with the 3D. Go up to Effects Controls and go to Custom Layers. Hit the down arrow and then go to Custom Text and Mask. Hit the down arrow and go to Path Layer 1. So we're going to make that 𝗃𝐿𝐶𝑠. So now what we did is we took this font and we put it, according to this custom layer, we put the font inside of 3D Element. So now let's go open up 3D Element, and when we hit Extrude, that font is going to show up. There we go. So now we have a 3D font. Now the reason why I like to use this, and a lot of experts go and they use it, and this is just one way. I mean, to me, this is like a free 3D extrusion text program. You can use, there's a lot out there, but this is just one that that I like to use, because it's easier, and it's you can really get some serious tweaking. All right, so we're gonna just go to our presets, and I'm gonna hit bevel, and we're going to just pick just one of these, and then we're going to tweak it a little bit after we pick it. So I like to use kind of 𝗵𝗁. We look around here, so you see we got that going on here. Now what we're going to do is change a few of the elements here. Man, let's see. I want to make sure that I get this right here. Let's hit that and kind of let's turn it a little so we can see what we're working with. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to do is first let's make sure that we get what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for some doubled layers. I want some doubled layers. You know what I mean? So instead of, because we can build them from scratch, but sometimes they already be kind of made up here. All right. So I think we're just going to stick with this right here. And now we're going to, let's zoom in there and see what we're working with. Let's take draft off. All right, we got a few things going on here. Let's go up here and see what these bevels and things like that is. So if you cut everything off, you can see individually what's what. All right, so right here, this is the bevel that I actually want to stretch. So let's back that out and let's extrude this here, so we can see a little bit more of that gold. We want some layers happening here. And let's expand the edges. And that's cool. And let's do something with the bevel here. And some of this stuff I want to put a curve on it. Now again, you know, this is based on, now this is just what I'm doing. You know, you don't have to do exactly this if you have it. If you have it, you don't have to do this. Now what I want to do is this might be actually good enough. This may be good enough here. Let's see. Now maybe we want to change some materials. Now let me see if I got pro shaders here, and they got different textures. So this gold texture here, I think I want it. Let's check out a few things real quick. We got some steel. I want to find some steel elements. Okay, there's something here. Okay, that's kind of strong. Oh, this right here, the metal plate. Okay, look like that need to be shrunken. So now this is slightly different, y'all. It's slightly different from what I normally use. I mean, this is a newer program, updated program. Sorry. Okay. Okay, the steel plate that I decided to use here is too big. So how we're going to change the size is you go to textures here and you click. Right now we're going to click on gloss, and we're going to stretch it or put it on UV repeat so we can make more of them. And then and this is going in the Y direction, and then we can do the same thing with the V direction until we get the size that we want. Now we want it in particular to be a specific type of size, so I'm gonna keep adjusting it until it's you know, kind of small where you can clearly see that it's what it actually is. Now there's a few other things in there like bumps and maps and shadows and glosses and all that, so we're gonna deal with that accordingly. So right now we look like we got the repeat at 1250, so I'm just gonna make it to 13 on both ends. Okay, so now we got them nice and small, and then I'm gonna adjust the gamma so we can kind of See some things here. Now keep in mind we had 13, so we got to do 13 for the rest of them. So I'm gonna hit this and put 13 there, because some of these have bump maps and things like that, and we're gonna do the same for reflectivity, so everything can be cohesive with each other. All right, so that, you know, because they have shadows and things like that, you know, kind of going on in there. So we want to make sure that we ain't missing out on none of that. All right. So I hope this is not getting complicated for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's good. It's good. Everybody don't know this information, so it makes you a leader, makes you the boss of the game. Okay. And I think we're cool with that. Now, one thing I want to do is probably add some color here. So so to do that, we're going to go. Actually, you know what? I think maybe we might add the color in Photoshop. Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. Oops. I think we might just leave it as is, because I'm thinking I want to add the tint. Here, let me show you what happens if we do add the color. Turn up the diffusion. And I'm not really liking how you know, how it's coming off. So let's just keep it back basic here. We'll add some other stuff later. But let's actually get to these other fonts. Let's do some things to these other fonts. So let's select this here, and let's select that bevel, and we'll put something on there like so. Or maybe put the gold thing on there. So it's looking kind of rough the way I want it. Maybe I could put a little bit more gloss on this one here. So let's adjust that. And so we can get a little bit more movement, let's change the environment, because right now it's just a basic environment. We can go in here and kind of use a few other little things. Let's like to adjust some things in here. This is like adjusting the levels. And I hold shift and right click and move my environment around so I can kind of see the way it's reflecting. Its reflectivity. So I'm kind of liking that here. Now this bevel is kind of looking pretty bland here. I almost kind of like that better, but you know, maybe we could take this here, maybe we could do the same thing with this, or have it maybe a little dirtier. Okay, and let's see how the reflectivity is working on that. Okay, I kind of like that a little bit. All right, so now I want to go in here and add some shadows and things like that. Add some other lighting styles. Yeah, let's reset the view here. Okay. This is kind of okay. So I'm going to tweak with this a little bit more. We ain't got to watch all that. So just give me a second. All right, y'all. This is the final result after I tweaked around it a bit. I actually removed this. Actually, I removed this, the first part, and I kept these two parts here. And I just put all that madness here on this. And we angled it. And let me show you what I did to the environment too. I changed my environment. As you notice, I had put on UV repeat so I can turn up the amount of environment. The environment that I chose was this here. So if we can preview that, this was the environment. and then I just took and quadrupled it and da-da-da. And the reason why is because I wanted more activity, more shadows, more highlights and things like that. The other thing I did was, if you notice dramatic lighting, I added dramatic lighting to it. If we turn it up, you can see that it's getting more dramatic, but it's not blowing it out. But it's just adding deeper shadows and highlights. And the thing I'm looking to do is get the most realistic impact, the most realistic. So so now I go back to here. Let me hit OK. And now we got it set up. Now, because of the resolution and all of the detail, you'll notice I got a few jagged edges and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up by going to Output and changing the multi-sampling here. Super aliasing. I'm going to change a few of those. Let's change the super sampling to that, and you see it cleaned up a lot of things here. Actually, that may be sufficient enough. Now let's just go ahead and save frame as a Photoshop layer, and we'll just we'll call this flex, and we hit enter. And now let's open this up and see what we're working with over here. So we go to flex here, where we got it, and it should be saved. Where's it's a Photoshop layer? That's Flex Summer Jam. Where you at, boy? Flex skills right here. All right, so that's a Photoshop layer now, and we just drag and drop it over here. Now we'll color correct and things like that later. But this is what we're going to use for now, and if I need to make any adjustments, we'll do just so. All right, so this was just a placeholder, this flex skills right there. So let's just go ahead and delete that. That was a placeholder. All right, so now what we're going to do is build everything around this. See, so we got our settings here. Now let me go in here and do some enhancing to that, adjusting some levels and getting the darkness and the brightness and things like that where I want it. And we can probably also, matter of fact, I'm gonna tint it. This is gonna be more of a gold. So let's adjust our reds, and may not have to do nothing with the greens, but our blues, we can adjust our blues, and then we can kind of get a little gold color going on in there. And let's see, back to red. Now another way of getting the exact color that you want is by using curves. But I'm gonna go to saturation. I'm gonna bump up the saturation a little so we can kind of party around with that color. All right, and if we need to, we'll go back to that and do some tweaking. Now the other thing, now everything is going to be based off of this color, this feel, this texture. So we're going to pretty much coat everything and give everything that you know, that vibe there. Okay, so let's move this maybe let's say maybe here, and let's put the, maybe we should shrink this a little so that we can see more of the hand. Okay, and then let's do something with this back plate. So what we're going to do with the back plate is, well, let me make another layer in case I screw this up. So we're going to make another layer, and let's adjust the exposure so we can bring the exposure down. The offset, we kind of want to. And maybe, let's see, I want to add a, wait, that's my film in the background, sorry y'all. Okay, so this is where it's about to get fun, y'all, because we're about to add the color and get off into some you know, some real true, you know what I mean, real trueness. So let's go ahead. We're gonna make that now. Let us blow this up. It's just a little fun little trick. And let's go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of one way I like to coat the you know, coat the coat the thing. Okay. So anyway, let's go here and we will get it some color. We'll give it its own layer, and then we will use the one of these here. Let's see. Either color dodge or maybe soft light. Let's see, maybe we can use a darker one. Let's maybe get it darker. Okay, that kind of might be all right. Let me see if we go a little darker. As long as we get that brown going in there. Okay, that's cool. No, a little lighter. No, actually that's cool, because I'm gonna add some glows in there. That's gonna bring some of that out there. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to tint everything to you know, you want to tint everything to kind of match the color temperature here of that orange. So we're going to adjust some colors here. We're going to adjust the highlights of the red and adjust the shadows of it, and go to blue and pull some of that blue back so we can give this a tinge. Let's see what happens when we adjust the green just a little. And let's go to curves, and let's tweak. And if you pull the blue, we'll be adding more of a tint, more of a yellow tint in there. Now we're gonna get more saturated about it, but this is cool. Now, so I won't have to repeat the whole process there, I'm just going to delete that and just copy this. So we got that taken care of. So let's go ahead and transform and swap that on the flip horizontal layer and slide it down, or you can hold shift and slide it and it won't move up or down. So that's a good if you want to keep things symmetric. And we're going to do the same thing with actually we're going to do a little something different with this. We're going to take let's do this. Let's paint over this with maybe a goldish color. Right? Watch this. And then let's go over, let's do the soft light thing. Okay, so, and then we can do that with the hand too. So we kind of do that with the box. Do that with that box. Oh, this actually, that box is above, so we need to pull that box asunder. Okay, cool. Oops. No, brother. Step that back and hit that. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we kind of got everything in color temperature here. Now we kind of got a little something going on here. Now there's a few other things that I actually would really had like to do. We're going to do a dodge and burn so we can bring some of these highlights out, because we're going to come back and add some highlights to this. So let's go here and just, you know, just bring out these speculars here by burning. I mean by dodging. This is dodging. So again, if you want to make it light, and y'all seen that in my other tutorial, my previous tutorial, how you dodge and burn. So basically what it's doing is raising the exposure of something that's light. All right. And you can even make some fake highlights here, which is something that we actually gonna need, because we're going to put some speculars, glows and things like that. Now, I wish I could have probably, but we'll work with that. We'll work with what we got now. Because actually, in After Effects, I could have actually created the highlights, but we'll work with this. All right, and we got a few things, and we got this here. Let's go there. Okay, so we got that happening here. Let's go ahead and create some pretty fake. Exaggerate that a little bit. Maybe we can blow this and exaggerate that. And let's exaggerate that, and maybe that, and maybe a little spot there, and a little spot there, over there, over there, spot there. And okay, so we kind of looking good. Now, I have a problem with a few things. One, I like this mic, but it's looking too realistic, right? Which, yeah, it's the idea, but it's not. So let's go ahead and use topaz filter, and let's beat it up a little bit. So let's go to detail and let that go ahead and do what it need to do. Oh, it looked like I selected the wrong layer. Sorry. Let's cancel that. And here, select this. What are you doing? You're supposed to select. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. So don't pay me no mind. All right, let's go to topaz, details. All right, let's play around with this here. All right, so let's go ahead and select feature. And we can scroll through and let's look at whatever's going to give us the most popping. And it looks like it might be overall detail medium. So we got a little something that's popping, and we can adjust it so we can get the details and things like that. So I'm going to just pull that up a little. And yeah, I'm going to over exaggerate it a little here. Now that's good. Large detail boost. That's cool. We apply that. Okay, so now we got a little something more disturbing. Cool. Now we got these lines, you know, but you know what, for the sake of the tutorial right now, we're just going to ignore these lines, and we're going to do some other things. All right, I try not to let it bother me, but it is bothering me. So let me show you a little trick that we can use to deal with this madness here. Even though it's my fault, I shouldn't be doing it in the first place. That's why you doggone got these lines. You shouldn't be taking it, homie. Why don't you go ahead and spend the $500 that you know they charge you for image? And you won't be doing this, ding dong. So let me painstakingly take these lines out. They know you're gonna do that. Painstakingly. Sheesh. Y'all wanna watch this? Y'all want me to forward it for y'all? No, T, I want to see exactly everything, bro. Okay. Well, you asked for it, so we're going to do it. Seriously? Some people say, seriously? Some people like, really? All right. So anyway, yeah, this is the magic right here. This is the magic of Photoshop, man. Like the tools to use to get the madness done. That's what we call it, Photoshop. Tools to use to get the madness done. I sound like Rakim. Y'all know Rakim used to say, call me the terrorist. Call me the terrorist? No, what did he call me? The trouble or terror? Something. Okay, so anyway, y'all, we got that, you know what I'm saying? We duck out the madness right here, you know what I'm saying? We slip it, trip it, rubbed it down, slipped it on out of the way like it never was there. You know what I'm saying? Look, double up lines right there, all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, that can stay. We ain't gonna worry about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a star there, act like it was there to begin with. All right. So let's do this, y'all. Let's add some drama to, you know, like the box and stuff like that. So hopefully here, maybe we can just use detail and just apply the same effect. Yeah. Just apply the same effect. Just same effect. Ain't gonna worry too much about it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, and it's really and it's a lot of detail, but it's adding that grunge that I was looking for here. See? All right. Filter, topaz, boom. And that pretty much is that's a lot it actually. Now I wanted to show you how we were gonna turn these into 3D elements, and I think it may be worth You know, I don't know if this tutorial is too long for you guys, but the fact of the matter is it take a long time to do a mixtape tutorial. Actually, it take up to 3.5 hours to do a mixtape tutorial. This is a very quick version, you know what I'm saying, slowed down version. I mean, you know, kind of like a sped up version of what it really takes, y'all. You know, so thousands, hundreds of layers, hundreds of layers when it comes to doing this stuff, y'all. All right. So anyway, I wanted to. There's a few more things we got to do. First of all, let's get back to the nitty gritty. Let's go and start adding some highlights and some glows. So the first thing we're going to do here is do what I taught in the previous, and we're going to call this glow layers. And we know to put that into either light and screen color dodge, or wait a minute, I forget. Is it linear dodge? Here, let's see. It's one of these. Now we're going to make a glow here. I forget. I need to watch my own tutorial to remember. Okay, yeah. So linear glow is what I kind of like to use mostly because of how it lights up. It lights up pretty good, pretty realistic. You know what I mean? Now there's other, you know, causes for other things here. Now let's go ahead. What we're going to do with this one right here, we're going to really kind of just pop that off all over the place there, right? And we're going to come back with some even denser light, you know, and really put that, really put that hot glow on it, man. That's what we're going to do. Put the hot glow on it. And we're going to come back and add a little long layer, a little bling. And we'll do this with tape. So let's make this tape super glow. Bow. And let's go in here. Let's turn it down a little. And we'll make these glow a little softer. You know what I mean? Give that its own little beautiful glow. And that's cool. And maybe we can add a few little hot glows, little there, you know, a little there. Put them on the speakers here. We'll add some highlights somewhere there later, you know. And this, we really tinting this up to really have a lot of gold dynamicism. You know what I mean? You know how your homie always make up words. This is dynamicism. Now let's now I don't want to do a contrast in color, but I'm so tempted. So and I'm liking that box. I'm liking the way that box got this little freaky little lights going on down there. So maybe there was a blue light right there. Maybe there was a blue light right there. Now let me take that back. Maybe it was a darker glow. You know what I mean? Maybe there was a there was a darker glow. And then as it got closer to the center of the light, it had a more brighter. No, see, that's too much, boy. Gotta back up. Let's see, find somewhere else, bro. Right there, that's a good one right there. Right. Boom, see that? Bam, see? Gotta make it realistic now. You know what I'm saying? We photo manipulators. That's what we do. So make sure you manipulate it realistically. Okay, so now we got that. So now I got like a million layers here. And I got a glow layer somewhere that I actually want to find. And we can even use this here. This right here. Right there. And let's stay on this layer here. And let's party like this. Let's put that there. Yeah, that's cool. And then we'll put another right there. Boom. Sweet. See how that works out? And let's go and make it a little lighter, and we'll shrink it down. Bam. You see that niceness right there? That's nice. And then we'll go back to the orange, and we'll put some little things here. So now what I really want to do here is something like that, but now we got to add more light to it. So let's go ahead and add more light. Boom. Boom. You see that? See how that's working? And we want to really, truly make it like super hot. So we got to bring it closer up, make them large, and hit them. Bam. See how we hit them? Boom. See how we hit them, fam? Bam. See that? The strength, the power. We gave it a lot of power. Y'all probably think I'm a fruitcake. Actually, I am. I'm pretty fruity. I mean, not in that way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was call me stupid. I said, man, how long it took you to find that out, bro? You ain't got to tell me. I'll tell you. You see? Can't hurt nobody's feeling that already know they already stupid. Okay, cool. And that's pretty much it. Actually, you know what? We can really get cuckoo and we can go bananas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me do something here. Let me put this more in the brown orange area there. They're trying to get me. You ain't about to get me. Boom. I'm gonna put you like that, and then I'm gonna raise you up a little bit, and I'm gonna turn you down, and I'm gonna really make you sparkle. Like, wow, homie, that's marvelous, homie. I know, ain't it? Okay, and that's kind of it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, one more thing. Check this out. I gotta put a glow behind everything, so I'm gonna make another layer under flexure skills, and I'm just gonna put this big oh, look at this. Look what we missing, man. We missing stuff. Here, let me make another glow layer. We're gonna go up and we're gonna put that on linear dodge, and I'm gonna put some fun little sprinkly stars. Ting. Wait, let me turn that up. You can't see it. Ting. Yeah, see that? Ting. I mean, ting, ting, ha ha, ting, ha ha ha, ting. All right. All right, sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love teaching and I love my work. You know what I mean? It's just what it is, fam. And once you master this, you're going to love it too. And you're going to be in cuckoo land like your homie Grant. I think it's best. I think it's safer to stay in cuckoo land. That way, don't nothing get to you. You know what I mean? All right. Now, this has been about a 3-5 hour long tutorial, but you know what I'm saying? This is how we gets it in. This is how we put it down. As a matter of fact, here, we're going to add some more stuff. We can stay here longer. Here, let's go ahead and let me do something. Watch this. Amber. Fire amber. Let's go ahead and take it, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it a mile longer, man. So y'all sitting here watching me and listening. Y'all came this far. Let's go ahead. Hey. So let's go ahead and we got to find, let me see. I need something very fine particle. Maybe I need a fine particle. So, okay, probably I need it. So don't forget, y'all, the size matters. Size does matter. Don't let the girl tell you nothing if size matter. Right here. We'll just go ahead and use this. I'll use this. All right, so let's go ahead and take this. We're gonna copy that image. It look like it's a YouTube clip. Okay, cool. And let's paste it. Boom. And then let's put it down here. And then I always like to adjust the levels so I can kind of, here. Let's get the dark, and then let's the light be light. And then we can go in here and put the screen on it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? That's y'all. Y'all said y'all wanted to see some more. Here. We're going to light it up, make it even more popping, right? Okay, that's cool. Dang, 𝗗𝘗𝐿, you really is the man. Nah, I'll take that back. So let me turn this upside down. We're going to flip that. And, maybe put it up. Maybe put it up there. Uh-oh, 𝗗𝘗𝐿, that's cool, but it look like you're doing too much. Well, you got to be discerning. You got to know if you're doing too much, right? You do. But, this is kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's different, right? Look at that. You see? And you want to add more elements in it. You know what I'm saying? You really want to make it real busy. What you can do here, what we can do is let's take this. Let's make another copy. And let's kind of move it back. And maybe we can tilt it a little and shrink it, right? Something like that. Just to kind of make it full, make the background full. Then we'll copy it. And we'll flip it, slap it up, flip it, rub it down, and then we'll slide it. Hold shift and the arrow button, and it automatically slide. Put it in the back, put it way behind everything. Boom. You know what I mean? Shrink it maybe, give it a little something. So now we seem like we got something really dynamic going on. You know what I'm saying? Really just that simple. And we could throw some money in there. Here, let me find some money. So this is my PSD reference material folder. And I'm just going to go ahead and show y'all this because I could just get to show y'all like all the elements that you stack up over the months, years, or whatever. And these are just a bunch of elements that like I use everything. Oh, that's my homeboy shirt. Shout out to Shirt. What up, though, Shirt? And we got the bottles. Should we throw the gold bottles up in there? Might as well. Nah, I mean, just throw them on up in there. Skip it. Why not? Just throw them in there. That's too much, T. It's supposed to be too much. That's the whole point. We're supposed to have a party, man. This is a party, bro. Where we gonna add it though? See, that's the problem. I got the solution, but that's the problem. That's the solution there. That's cool. That's cool. Actually, you know what? That probably didn't have to go in there. But you know what? We're doing the tutorial and we having fun, right? But I said I was gonna throw some money in there. But let's just double up here, double the layer, and let's do some other things here, like something like that. I don't know. You know, mixtape should be all over the place. You know what I mean? Just everything be going on. Parties, shooting, fire, everything, man. Okay, so we back to this here. And, you know, we could throw some girls in there. But you know what? We always throwing some bras in there, man. Sometimes fellas like to just go to the club and drink, just chill and laugh. Sometimes. All right. I'm going to throw this money here, man. Then I'm going to wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get crazy. We can get crazy around here, man. But we ain't going to get crazy because there's some more tutorials that I need to bring to you guys. I'm going to show you a lot, you know, we have a lot of sessions. Actually, I should have used that. We're just gonna throw this money in there though. But we have a handful of sessions that we got to do, y'all. We got to. I'm gonna show y'all how. Have you ever seen a mixtape cover? And you'll notice, let's say Rick Ross or, you know, somebody, whoever, 50 Cent or whatever. But you'll notice that they pose in certain type of ways. And you say to yourself, you know, I could never find an image with, you know, 50 Cent bending over like that. It didn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Stop y'all playing too much, man. But in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how we do that. And how we, you know, adjust proportions and perspective and things like that so that we can, you know, really get something happening here. All right, so we got these. Let's, I guess we can merge these together. But you know what? I don't want to cover up that. So let's take this and let's move some of these around. Maybe we can take these here. And cut and let's paste them so we can have another place for them because we don't want to cover. That's looking pretty dynamic. That skill. So we're gonna place that there, move it out the way. That's cool. Flex skills. Now one thing I forgot to add to it is flex your skills. And there's some other fonts. What I'm gonna do here is say open. Wait, let's back this up. I'm gonna say open mic. Dang, fam, what you doing, bro? Open mic. Don't you hate? You ever type something and you typed an entire book just to look up to find out that you was yelling at somebody because everything was in all caps? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to use that and we're going to change that to open mic showcase. Okay, open mic showcase, and let's shrink it. And actually, you know what? Let's do this all caps. We're gonna do this all caps. So we're open mic showcase, and what we do is let's just go up here. First of all, we're gonna have to, for this to work. And let me see. We add it down there. For this to work, we have to. Let's shrink it, and then we'll rasterize it, and then we have to go over here to warp it, transform it, and we're going to skew it because it don't come, you know, as a slanted, you know, font or whatever. Now we're going to come back in another tutorial, and I got some styles that I actually purchased from somewhere, and I'm gonna tell you where we purchased our styles from. But it makes all these, you know, we don't have to go through the After Effects and go through all of that type of stuff. But the thing about After Effects, when you go through After Effects, you're really getting a more true, realistic, flat out, You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, carved out steel. Come on, man. You can't, you know, you can't reproduce something like this detailed and intricate in Photoshop by itself, you know. But there's a lot of good things you can do. So let's try to take this simple open mic here, and maybe we can add, let's see, we can add, maybe it can be gold. Let's make gold, let's make it brown. And let's kind of blow it up a little. And what else can we do? We can actually, let's put a drop shadow on it, puppy. And let's bring the, no, drop shadow. Let's bring the drop shadow out a little. And that's kind of cool. And let's go back up to the stroke and bring that stroke down. And maybe we can change the stroke to maybe lighter. And what we can do, just so this can be so not stanky by itself, let's hold control and click, and that way we create these little things in there, right? Let's make another layer, and let's do this. Let's color this like let's paint the inside like kind of like a light gray, because we're gonna do something. I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna paint that light gray. I'm gonna paint the inside. Bam. Now don't worry, because what you want to make sure that it stay contrasty. So let's select that again. Hit cancel. Let's hold control and click on that again. And now let's go in here and do the effect that I taught you guys in the last tutorial by selecting this, making it white, blowing it up. So make it big. Use the bracket to make it large and paint a side of it. Paint a side. Right? So we got the edges slightly dark, and we got the the middle just white, and we just have a little something that's just better than just being plain by itself. And maybe what we can do here, let's select the bottom layer, and then let's make that let's put a bevel on that, so we can emboss that. And it might not even show. Oh, it's showing a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's showing a little bit. That's good. And then we just keep it just like that, just so it won't be just so super duper plain. And then what I like to do is just go in there and do our little glow thing. So we already got that selected. We can go ahead and go up to here to the linear dodge, or hit add, and we shrink this down, and let's kind of hit gray. And again, let's start off low so we can know what we're working with. Let's shrink our brackets down, and let's just give it a little glow here, and maybe a little glow there, maybe a little glow there. You see what I'm saying? So we just took something real simple and made it dynamic. Okay. And we're gonna light it up a little bit more and just really pop that showcase right there. Yeah, we got it. And then while I'm at it, might as well go ahead and pop that bottle. Oops, that's too much. And that's the wrong color. Let's pick a gold. Let's get a dark gold, and pop that champagne. Pop that champagne. And maybe even add a little hot glow right there. And probably a hot glow right there. Okay, I'm going crazy. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to tell. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing I got to do. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Dang. Watch. Keep watching. Let me shrink these down. Here, that's money. And that's money. And that's money. So let me shrink. Bop, bop, bop. And now we got the money. Okay, so now let's adjust the levels. And, you know what I'm saying? We're going to darken it up so you can see that it's cash money. Then we're going to lighten it up so it's popping. And then let's go in here and adjust our reds and things so we can match up the color temperature of what's already going on, already in this place to be. See? Sweet. And then let's go in here and adjust our blue, because it's usually blue and red that you got to pull blue and add red, and there you go. There we got it. So we got a real party going on, fam. So that's it. Yeah, hour 13 minutes. It could have been quicker, you know what I'm saying? But, we just added a lot of madness, things like that. I got to come back in there later and add the yo to it. Or y'all can't hear me because I backed up. I'm sitting back really looking at the final result. And that's it. That's the madness, homies and homettes. So I hope you enjoyed this mixtape tutorial. Now, let me tell y'all something, fam. This is only one aspect of it. And this tutorial was really primarily to show you how I use After Effects to do my 3D fonts. All right, but you know, I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and do a free mixtape cover, you know, just for the masses, so that you can kind of know, like, nah, this, he know what he doing, he know how to teach, even though I act silly and goofy and have fun. But you know, who want to learn all rigid and strong and things like that, you know what I'm saying? But I really want y'all to learn, man. But I'm telling y'all right now, the tutorials that I'm selling over at today'sbeats.com is very deep, you know, and we still have fun, but it's like, it's hours of fun. It's over 10 hours worth of sessions. And again, I do 3D parallax effects. I show you how to take all these and 3D them in mid space. Oh man, it's crazy, man. Just ask. Just read the comments. You'll see. There's no joke. It's the truth, and it's cheap too. Very cheap. So if you ain't already picked up your copy, make sure y'all go over there to today'sbeats.com/Photoshop and pick up your copy. All right, go check it out, fam. It's the truth. Also, I got a new one coming out, Volume 2. So the one you get right now is Volume 1. Everybody probably already got Volume 1. But Volume 2 coming out, and I'm showing you a whole set of other skills. And, you know, it's a lot that goes into these mixtapes tutorials. And after you watch them a couple times and you really truly get the in-depth techniques, the in-depth secrets, then you will go on making super duper dynamic mixtape covers. And I'm gonna tell you something, when you make a very powerful, strong looking mixtape cover, your sales will blow up. You know what I'm saying? Your sales will blow up, whether it's something that maybe you producing on your own, because a lot of times, you know, the hip hop producers, we producing our own mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Everything is DIY when it comes to music industry today. If you just do it yourself, simply because you got too many outlets to have to depend or rely on somebody else. You don't have to depend on or rely on anybody no more to fulfill your own dreams, to master your own destiny. You don't have to depend on nobody no more. You don't have to somebody tell you yay or nay, your stuff is good, your stuff is bad. No. Some people gonna like it, some people not. But it's not gonna be left to the next man to tell you. You know what I'm saying? There's a platform. You got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got Snapchat, you got all of these different formats, social format medias where you could draw your own audience. So the more skills you have, the more money you can make. As simple as that. So it's up to you, fam. All right, it's your homie Grand Tizzle. Thank you for watching, and I hope you benefited from this. And stay tuned. I got a whole lot more coming. And if you want to get right to it, make sure y'all go over to www.today'sbeats.com/Photoshop/. And I guess that's it. A bunch of shameless plugs and promotions, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Till the next time. See you in a minute. See you around a minute. Peace.
Anything is possible. If you can think it, you can do it. The only limitation, the only obstacle is your brain. If you believe it, you can achieve it. If you don't, you won't. It's just that simple. We at Red Media Art understands this, but we encourage you to do more than just learn. We at Red Media Art want to push you, inspire you, invoke you to shoot beyond what you believe is possible. We understand the true secrets of success, the way the mind works in learning environments, how the brain releases dopamine each time you learn something new, and how you can change your life simply by changing your mind and sticking to it. We not only train you in developing a skill, but we also train you in developing a mindset, helping you to become far beyond your own abilities and helping you reach beyond your own preconceived limitations. We teach you about life, how to live your life to the fullest and how to accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Because we do it. We knows how it feels,